From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Tag! 70 Timberwolves.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Let's go. Viking 18. Let go. Let go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Operating from the gun, Myers. And that is incomplete.
That's their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Now Hall to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Downfield and caught by Thornton. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. It's a big play there for Seattle. 41 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Ball again on second down. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's third and 10.
Let's go. 19.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. To the air with McCarthy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us was surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. An audible here to get a new look. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
The Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
Giants nothing.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Only able to gain a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. You talk about this Seahawk defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt the defense.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Not Vikings, here we go, here we go.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. The Giants at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction.
James Pierce just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Ready? Fix the eagle, fix the eagle. Ready?
Looking to throw. Myers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Cougar 19.
Operating from the gun, Myers. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Back to throw again. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Okay, ready?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. It's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
Giants 1st down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
At the 11-yard line.
Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat, 18 Pioneer. 79 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Myers. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Cup 19, Cup 19, Trap 60, Trap 60, Dragon 60. Mustang 19, Buffalo 18. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
7 Pirates. 70 range, 19 tight, not Warriors, 70. Ready, ready?
Operating from the gun, Myers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice in meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game, and put some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seattle.
Now McCarthy. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
19 Tigers, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing is McCarthy. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
19 Cock, 19 right, 19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18, go!
That's complete left side to Worthy. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's McCarthy. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. And
tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Cowboy 80.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. James Pierce. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Take off.
Myers from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Everybody's got a song called Rock Star, running up the pop charts, Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way.
Shedding the tackle, that gives him some room. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 33. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. Hall again. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Dante Thornton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Come on. Set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And here's Myers throwing to start the drive. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. James Pierce giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw. Myers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
What's going on, guys? 70 Lions. Get him.
Operating from the gun. Myers. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
It's 4th down.
Waste of time. Let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And the Giants, 1st down.
Let's go now.
1st and
60
10 at the
Eagles,
35-yard
Eagles.
line.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
60 Bison.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Goes to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's caught left side by Judy. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Back to throw. Myers. And he drops it incomplete. Their struggles continue here.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
County Lions, 70 Timberwolves.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Ready. 70 Lions.
Well, how about this? They'll change it at the line. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
10 at the 11-yard
Here we go,
line.
set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Myers. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that will bring up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Off play action. Myers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, there's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Tag. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Warrior 70. Dragon 60.
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
To throw is Myers from the gun on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Panther 11, 70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 79 Bronco. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. From the shotgun, McCarthy looking deep downfield. They got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run with Hall. And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'll probably send a note to the clock operator and let it run.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here we go.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Ready?
2nd and 10.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60.
Off the play fake. Myers. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready?
Back to throw. Myers. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score.
Bronco 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A short one there to Fryermuth.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Gravity Lions.
Back to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They'll try and run for it. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Come on, come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Tiger, 19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
70 Timberwolves.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
19,
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it with the 15. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. So the victory here for Seattle. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Seahawks, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.